Good morning. I'm George Latimer, Westchester County Executive. It is Thursday, April 16th. It's 11 o'clock in the morning, and we're having our daily Facebook Live interview with one of the prominent people around Westchester County. Today, our guest is Mayor Rainey from Peekskill, and we're going to talk a little bit about what's going on in Peekskill, and obviously because of the coronavirus outbreak, how the mayor and his community is handling it. Mr. Mayor, it's good to see you.
Good to see you too, man. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning.
How are things going up in Peekskill?
Things are going good. Things are staying busy, and the community is coming during this pandemic better than I've ever seen in my entire lifetime as a resident in Peekskill. So it's the integrity is here and the teamwork is here. So right now we're just doing our best we can to cope with what's going on around the world.
Well, you've got a very dynamic environment up there during your tenure, a lot of changes, a lot of improvements, but I know every day you have to still deliver the basic services, police, fire. And it was snow removal, although we didn't see much of that this year. And I know you've raised some issues about frontline workers in your DPW. They're handling trash pickup as well as the regular garbage. How is that working in the era of coronavirus?
Right. So as of right now, it's good. Our DPW, just as important as our first responders. Our nurses and doctors, they're out there every single day. Taking a risk. Just collecting the garbage. With the increase of the amount of positive cases in the city of Peekskill. A lot of people are getting rid of their trash. A lot of people are getting rid of their furniture. A lot of people are getting rid of things that they just don't want to have in the house anymore. Bulk trash is there for a reason, and our team has worked diligently to make sure everybody's taken care of. They're safe. They have all the proper gear, and they're working towards keeping the city going consistently, even through a crisis. So it's great, and I'm really thankful for our DPW team. David Rambo, our department head, he's been phenomenal since he's been there. Our city manager, Andy Stewart, they're consistently working with the DPW staff just to make sure everybody's safe and effective.
That's good news to hear, and all of the other frontline people. Your local business community is a very dynamic environment. Lots of businesses flourishing in Peekskill, and really a real renaissance going on there. Obviously, right now, things are shut down to the greater extent. But tell us about the local business community, what the word is amongst those businessmen and women in Peekskill right now.
Yeah, so the local business community has come together extremely well. The city's been collaborated with the local business community, the chamber and the bid, and we've promoted the social distancing consistently. That's our primary message right now for everyone: is social distancing and staying home and stopping and curbing the virus. One of the things the city did, just as a simple initiative, is to allow certain parking in areas of the downtown where the restaurants are. We work with the bid. So just like when you go to Applebee's or a restaurant like that, you have curbside pickup. Now in the city of Peekskill, you can park in front of a restaurant for 15 to 20 minutes with no charge in the city, or no violation in the city if you don't pay the meter for that 15 minutes while you're in your car waiting for your food to be brought out, or for your meal to be done, so you can go inside and pick it up. So we're working with like different parking initiatives. So people who have tested positive with the coronavirus, they may not be able to go outside because they're quarantined, they're isolated for 14 days or maybe more. They may not be able to go outside to move their vehicle, so that, we're not as, we're not enforcing as much, the alternate street parking for some of the, residents, because we understand the crisis and we understand the need people to get healthy, to be healthy and stay healthy and prevent the spread of the virus. So we've been working with the downtown businesses, working with the bid, working with the chamber and other businesses downtown that aren't part of the bid and chamber, just helping them, keep their businesses afloat, whatever they can do to keep their businesses open, as long as they're practicing social distancing and preventing people from hanging out inside of their bars and restaurants. The city of Peekskill is willing to work with all of them. We've been doing a pretty good job of working, collaborating on these issues.
We're at a very stressful time, and with sheltering in place, quarantining and isolation, different reasons for all of us to be inside. We know that that for some people, there's a sense of being trapped. A mobile group of people, we like to come and go and be out socially, and to be home all the time is a challenge. Our kids are having a challenge now. I'm in grandfather land, not in young fatherland. But for those who have kids that are home from school, to try to help them deal with their educational needs is important. But then at the same time, young people have to be involved and entertained at all times to stay focused. And clearly, there are folks who feel the increased stress. They feel some mental health pressures.
Yeah.
And I know you're very sensitive to that in your community. How
Certainly.
you respond to it? How do you want to see others respond to it with you?
Yeah. So one of the great things about community is of our community is everybody really wants to be involved. So there's you always get a phone call, even in a time of crisis. There's people that want to just get out there and do something. They want to do something to help. So we've worked with the members of the community like Be First Boxing. They've organized a social distancing physical training
Mhm.
day. So they meet with maybe six to eight children, 6 feet apart, or young adults, I should say, and they just do boxing exercises, and they use cones to separate them so they make sure that they're not violating the social distancing. And the school district, the school district is doing these virtual town hall meetings with the children in high school. They have another day set up for the children in middle school. And at the last virtual town hall meeting, I just spoke to the superintendent this morning, as a matter of fact, Dr. Mauricio, who's phenomenal. The entire school board and the principals and the staff, our educators are phenomenal. They do these virtual town halls for, they'll do, let's say at 10 o'clock for the seniors, and there's like 275 seniors in the city of Peekskill, and they had about 600 people actually on the town hall call. So there were seniors, there were parents, there were community activists, there were, just family, friends, and a lot of people were actually on the phone call, just preparing, just to give the kids an outlet to have somewhere to speak and to vent, and of course to keep them stable during these times.
Well, you're also dealing with a constituency in Peekskill that involves folks who are homeless, and that creates a different kind of challenge. And of course, people who test positive, wherever they are, have to go through kind of
Mhm.
experience. And then for those who may be homeless, who may be in a shelter situation, that creates a greater sense of vulnerability. How do you look at us handling that particular issue between the county and the city?
Yeah, well, so I know for sure that as you definitely know, Cynthia Knox has been working effortlessly to try to protect our most vulnerable, and the city's been working with the with CHOP as well. We've written, or myself as the mayor, I've written letters to the different hotels in the area, just trying to see if they'd be interested in supporting and working with the vulnerable population. We can't leave them out. So, we've asked hotels to save rooms for our homeless if they're tested positive, just to help prevent the spread from, increasing inside of the shelter. So we thank you. We've been on the phone with you, with Ken Jenkins and members of the county consistently, just trying to protect the homeless shelter and the population that we have here in the city of Peekskill. So we really thank you for all your efforts and just being consistent with us, working with us and trying to find different opportunities. We've worked with Fred's Pantry. We're working with West Cop now. The Rotary Club in Peekskill, also,
Mhm.
the Senior Citizens Club in Peekskill. All of these different organizations are working to get food to these people. So it's been a great experience. Throughout the crisis, I've seen a lot of the people in Peekskill really work together. So, I thank you for all you've done to help us especially with that population right now. So far we're doing okay.
Well, there's so many good things happening in Peekskill right now. I'm just sorry right now that all the restaurants are closed because you've got quite
Yeah.
a restaurant town there, and I have the waistline to prove that I can appreciate a good restaurant. But you also have a great artist community, and I'm not
Yes.
sure of any other part of the county that has the same embracing of lofts and the artist community as Peekskill does. Um, what do artists do in moments like this? How because they're part of the economy, they're doing
Yeah.
things that can also generate visitors and
Funding. Yeah.
would go to restaurants. How is that fitting into your plans, Andre?
So it's fortunate for me because I'm an artist myself. So that was one of the first priorities. It's like, what happens to us when we can't perform? When we can't go to places and do a show. We have a phenomenal photographer. We have plenty of phenomenal artists in the city of Peekskill, but like Ocean Morissette, he's he kind of gave us St. Patrick's Day by posting up pictures that he took from last St. Patrick's Day. We had to cancel our parade this year, as you may know, and
Right.
he posted these pictures up, and it made people feel like, wow, we're this was fun. Just looking at the parade pictures. So, how do you give these artists support during a time of a pandemic when you can't go anywhere or do what you're normally doing? So, one of the things I've been sharing with my colleagues and my artist friends is, social media platforms give you an opportunity to still be continuously can create opportunities of revenue. One of the things that you can do as an artist whether you're a music artist or entertainer or even a comedian, Facebook allows you to do a live performance where you can accept funds for what you do. You can, I think it's called Tip the Artist, I think they call it.
Mhm.
And you can put a link on your Facebook page or your Instagram page. You can perform, you can promote your show online, just like you would do a regular show. You
Mhm.
promote your show online, and you leave a link for anybody who wants to watch the show. If they want to purchase a ticket, if they want to, support you, they can send you funds. And the same thing for our visual artists. You can sell all of your work online. A lot more people are home now being safe.
Mhm.
So it's an opportunity for people to support and purchase stuff online as well. So, we encourage utilizing technology now during these times. And for those who can't afford to pay, or those who can't afford to purchase or buy something, we encourage them to do so. To keep, we want to keep everybody moving forward.
Let's talk as we get ready to close about the importance of the census. The 2020 census is now underway. We're in an electronic phase. Now it's going to move to a mail questionnaire phase. From a Peekskill standpoint, how important is it for the city to count all of the people that live in it?
We know how vital it is. We've expressed that on many occasions, and we continue to share that message. I believe one of our council members shared yesterday that Peekskill is like at 42% as far as online, registry. So, promoting that message. Our Human Relations Commission in the city of Peekskill is very active on this. They've been, sharing the information to their colleagues, and we had a few meetings in the past. Unfortunately, we can't meet as much as we want to now. But we've had a few meetings in the past just preparing for this. Our worker, our staff, Jessica Youngblood has been phenomenal. We have the banner outside the city of Peekskill, just as a reminder to get people to do it. But it's vital for us, and we make sure that we get that message out. And I encourage people all the time, please, 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 you count. You count.
Well, when it comes time, the resources you need to do the future development of Peekskill, having the right number to be able to file for applications for resources is very important. And you still have the DRI commitment of the state, and hopefully,
yes.
once we get out of the situation we're in now, we'll move forward.
Yes, we'll get right back to it. And that's good news for us. It's like after all of this, we still have some great things in place that we can start pushing forward to. So now it's just a matter of curbing the virus and staying safe and healthy.
We're talking with Mayor Andre Rainey of Peekskill. Thank you for taking the time, Mr. Mayor. Good luck.
Appreciate it.
And let us know how we can work with you.
You got it, man. I'll be in touch soon. You take care of yourself and stay healthy, man.
Okay, same to you. Anyway, this is George Latimer, Westchester County Executive, with our Facebook Live interview of the day. We've had Mayor Andre Rainey on today from Peekskill. Earlier this week, we spoke with Mayor Tom Roach of White Plains, and in prior weeks, mayors of Yonkers and New Rochelle. We have Mayor of Mount Vernon next week, I think, and we'll also be talking to some other commissioners and people in the private community and the not-for-profit community, give you a little insight and take maybe a half an hour, 20 minutes of your time productively as we continue to deal with the coronavirus outbreak. Have a wonderful day. Stay safe. We'll see you a little later today, 2 o'clock, for our update on the virus. And in the meantime, enjoy the day.